Lindsay Banks here, psychic medium and spiritual entrepreneur. What do you need to know this week? Every week I come in and choose some cards and I just basically shuffle them and ask, what does the collective need to know this week? So we've just experienced here in the UK our first week of being asked to stay at home. So it'd be interesting to find out how you are finding staying at home, if you're used to going out to work, if you're used to being constantly busy. Now all of a sudden you're in the house, potentially with your family and your children that you maybe only see 2 weeks a year. How are you finding it? How's it going for you? For myself, I'm quite used to spending time by myself. I'm not necessarily an introvert, but I do respect my time alone and being in nature and going for walks and reading, etc. and meditating. So I'm just shuffling some of the cards now just to see what comes up for the collective. So the links to the cards that I use will be in the description below, and I have just completed my Learn to Read Angel Cards in 28 days course as well, so I'll put the links to that below as well. Okay, so I'll just shuffle one more angel card and then we'll talk about those ones. It's interesting, the cards that come up, because they're just, yeah. So these three, so the first one that we have is Believe, okay? And with this one, she's got this sort of cross on here. So I feel like this one, it's about having faith and having trust in whatever you want to call it. So I call it upstairs or the universe, but it's having that trust in source, in faith, not tomato sauce by the way, in your faith. So if you've already got beliefs and if you have a particular faith, then it's about just trusting that what we are going through at the minute as a collective, it's happening for a reason, okay? So we'll have around this around this ring of people, and I feel as if actually this ring of people here, it's like they're all angels, but they're all together. And this is one of the phrases that I keep saying to people. I'm like, we are all in this together. You know, nobody knows who's going to contract the virus. Nobody knows who's going to pass. It's just like Russian roulette. You know, nobody knows. So we're all in the same position in terms of, you know, work, in terms of finances, etc. So that's the next word to eradicate. It's about believing that this is needed. So not just for ourselves, but also it's needed for Mother Earth to heal. You know, she's been sending warning signs for a while and we haven't listened. So it's about staying in. It's about gardening. It's about, you know, planting those seeds again and just trusting that there's more to this than we can possibly know at this moment in time, okay? So the next card I got says, Angel of Clearing, your time of waiting and confusion will soon be over. So again, even though it might feel, being indoors or being inside, that it's a long time and the days stretching out ahead of you and the hours and the minutes, etc., what we're actually experiencing is such a tiny speck in the whole timeline of the universe. Do you know what I mean? It's, yeah. If you're feeling confused at the moment, or if you're thinking, why is this happening, etc., then just be aware that the reasons for it will come. They might not come quick enough for you. They might not come quick enough for any of us, but the answers will come and it will become clearer, because the final card that we have for this week is clarity. So we will all be gaining clarity into not only the situation that's going on and the wider perspective, but we're also going to gain a clarity around ourselves as well, and what we as a collective want our earth to look like. So not only what we want our earth to look like, you know, in terms of nature and everything else, but in terms of our own lives. So in terms of all the structures, you know, around us, our political structure, our school structure, education structure, financial structure. What part can we play in our own lives, I want to say, or in the future of creating the lives in creating our future lives. Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle another couple of cards just to see if anything else comes out. So what else does the collective need to know this week? So there's definitely this opportunity for clearing. So if you've got any stuff that you are holding on to from your past, or you are contemplating future scenarios and keep playing out what if, then it's a reminder to come back to the present. Yeah, clear what no longer serves you in whichever way works for you. Wow, interesting. And really just spend this time working on yourself, journaling, meditating, yogaing. Yeah, this one, I love this one. So trader, exchange energy to create abundance. Okay, so like I said, many people at the minute may be out of work, may have lost their jobs, are hanging on and holding on to their finances as much as you can. And I feel like with this one, it's about thinking, right, okay, how can I exchange what I do for what someone else does? So I was in a WhatsApp group and someone mentioned that bartering is the way forward. And it's like, you know, who decided that 1 hour of a solicitor or a lawyer's time is more important than someone who is cleaning houses? Who decided that? Who decided that a different human being's time is worth a different amount? So, you know, I know that some people have spent time, you know, I don't know, going to university and seeming to spend a lot of time learning, which I get, but is an hour of your time really more precious than your next door neighbour's hour of their time? It's not really, is it? So with this one, think about how you can exchange your energy to create more abundance in your life. What services could you provide to someone else in exchange for something that you need? Yeah, or what can you give out in order to receive back? Does that make sense? So, and I know there'll be people, I've just got it in my mind, they're just going, there'll be people out there, you know, saying, yeah, but we need money to pay our rents and to pay our bills, etc. Which I get, but you know, at the minute we've got these mortgage breaks and everything else. So look at your community around you. What can you do? So there's lots of people volunteering their time at the minute to support the NHS, to support their neighbours, to support whichever groups or charities are needed the most. Yeah, so that's a way of trading your energy to create this abundance. Another simple thing is things like, you know, there's been this massive spike in gardening products. So if you're planting seeds for yourself, could you plant a few extra, you know, for your neighbours and then put them outside? So, like, for example, at the minute, I've just grown, what have I planted? I had random ones that me and the kids bought. Spinach seeds and aubergine seeds. I'm not going to want to have hundreds of aubergines if they plant, yeah, and if they all grow. But someone else might want an aubergine plant. So think about just little things that you can do which are going to create abundance within the world. I'm just going to do one of my, so these are Gentle Hug for the Soul affirmation cards. So let's see what they say as well. I love that one, exchanging energy to create abundance. I'll share that one on my Instagram. I am over on Instagram and Twitter as well, if you want to join me there, at LindsayBanks111. I've also got a Facebook group called Consciousness Arising, which you are more than welcome to join as well if you like. So, that's the affirmation card. I notice signs and symbols around me guiding me on my path. Okay, so this one is about noticing if there are certain numbers that you keep seeing. A bit less likely if you're sort of staying in the house, but maybe if there is certain birds you keep seeing, or if you keep having things happening in your dreams, so any symbolism in your dreams. It's about just noticing everything that's going on externally, which is sort of reminders about where you're going on your journey. So for example, someone might send you a link to a Facebook page, which sends you to somewhere else, which sends you to something else, which sends you to, I don't know, someone that you really need to meet, for example. Yeah, so just rather than thinking, oh, I don't want to be there, or I don't want to see that person, or I don't want to be guided here, just notice what signs and symbols are going on around you. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with that reading for this week. Just to sum up, trust massively if you can. I know it's really difficult sometimes to trust in an unseen force, but we have to trust that there is a higher or wider perspective for what we are going through at the minute. Clear and cleanse your systems where you can. If you need any help with that, I'll also put a link in the description about how you can ground and protect your own energies. I'm going to record today a chakra clearing meditation as well, which will be on the site later this afternoon, and clarity as well, and exchanging energy to create abundance. Okay, so I will leave those cards with you for this week. If you have enjoyed this video, then please do give it a like and subscribe, and do share with anyone else that you feel will benefit from this. Okay, wishing you a fabulous week. Stay safe all. Take care. Bye.